What's going on, guys? EJ from the Daily Shave, and happy holidays to everybody. It has been quite a while. It's been about a month since I did my last video, and for good reason. I still keep in contact with a few buddies in the wet shaving community, but for those of you who don't know, I work 2 jobs currently, and holidays kick in, and it was an absolute, I wouldn't say a disaster in terms of work, but it was just a non-stop slam of just shifts upon shifts upon shifts doing, both jobs. So didn't really have any time for myself, let alone to even do videos, but I'm here now, so now everything's back to normal since the holidays are up. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So today, I received a few mail calls throughout the holidays. It'll slowly start rolling out into my videos. I also have 2 more videos lined up for everybody for my top software and then my top hardware for the year of 2017, so expect that in the next few days. But Frank Misa from Strike Gold Shave reached out to me, and he wanted me to go ahead and review one of his shaving soaps, and he gladly sent me his Kennedy line. And I looked on his Etsy page before, and I really love his products. Everything is very affordable, especially if you want to do straight razor shaving. And I really do want to get his minion brush that he has, because my daughter, she loves minions, so I figured she'd get a kick out of it. So I will be ordering from Strike Gold Shave very soon, because right out of the tub, like, it smells so good. Because I asked him what is it supposed to be, because to me it was just like a really fresh, like, aromatic scent, and he told me it's part of the Fougere family. And when I looked at the notes of it, it had neroli, and it had a little bit of leather, a little bit of amber, vanilla, and fresh ginger, and that's what I was getting the freshness from. But it just really didn't smell like a Fougere, so I really had to ask him about it. But thank you, Frank. Thank you for letting me try out this soap. And my understanding is that formerly known as formerly Mason Boutique, she now makes the soap base for these soaps, and also they do all their designs. And I know Abraham actually helped make the designs for the labels. So right on you, Abe. I mean, I heard you're quite the graphic designer. I've seen your copies of your soap commander, or your fine soap labels that you made. Those are awesome, dude. So keep it up. I mean, I really do like the fact that they follow like the presidential line for their labels. So we're gonna be using that. And then he also sent me the matching aftershave as well. So we'll go ahead and finish up with that. And we'll also have the Alum Block too as well. And for today's brush, I have it soaking already. It's going to be an Omega Boar bristle brush. I've been beating this brush into the ground for the past 3 nights. I've been pretty much slathering it, leaving the soap overnight, and just having this brush break in entirely, because boars do take a good while to break in, so I really wanted to speed up the process. And for the razor today, we're going to go ahead and use the PAA Prismatic razor. Shout out to Eric for recommending this to me, because he just kept raving about how great this razor was. And I do have quite a few PAA razors already, but I never got the Prismatic. So I gave this a go once on Christmas Eve, and it was great, but I felt like I didn't have enough time to kind of like thoroughly enjoy the razor. So we're going to go ahead and use that with the loaded Astra blade. And we're also going to be lathering up everything in the Captain's Choice bowl. And a quick shout out to my buddy Bu, who told me about breaking in the Boar brush as well, just leaving the soap in the fibers overnight, or as always, just use it every day. So we're going to go ahead with the face and get going. Stay tuned. All right, our face is nice and hydrated. We got the soap in the bowl. The brush, I already shook out the moisture. We'll go ahead and we'll get lathering. So, 1 year down. Now, new year, 2018. It's been pretty crazy. It went by really fast, honestly. Like, my daughter's already going to be 3 next year, and man, she's growing so fast. But man, now that I'm lathering this, the scent is just kicking up pretty well. Out of the tub, the texture of the soap is very pliable, very soft. You can go ahead and like literally scoop it out with your finger if you wanted to, or use a cosmetic spatula. And right now, we're getting a decent lather, but we're going to add water as we go along. But the scent out of the package, I would say, was probably like in the mids, maybe the 5s. But now when you're lathering it, it's kicking up to about a 7. And so I never tried Mason's Boutique, nor have I tried Strike Gold Shave. But, I mean, to my knowledge, I know Mason Boutique, when they were still around, they had, good soaps. I heard nothing but good things, but but I never really got a chance to try them because there was just so many other options and artisans out there. It's just really hard to keep up sometimes in the wet shaving market because there's always someone new every day. All right, we're starting to get some good peaks around here. All right, I think we're perfectly fine. Go ahead, set the bowl down, and we'll get lathering. So coverage, excellent. The aroma is nice and sweet and fresh. I'm gonna see how the cushion and slickness feels when we start to shave. And as always, I'll leave a link in the description for everything being used today. All right, Prismatic. Post shave feels really well. Slickness, excellent. After adding just a little dab of water, fingers are gliding right across my face. As for the razor, it's performing very well. It has a nice audible feedback as you shave. And the angle is slightly different than your standard safety razor for some reason. I feel like it's just a little bit steeper, almost, but that's just me personally. All right, excellent. Excellent first pass. Okay, we'll rinse out and we'll go for the second one. Stay tuned. All right. And I hope everyone had a great Christmas. I know I did. And for those of you who have kids, it's also hectic because if you do gotta visit, both sides of the families, you kind of gotta go from point A to point B. Dealing with holiday traffic and just trying to get through a certain area in general. And I live in the Bay Area, so it was really busy during the holidays. And let me tell you, it was just complete chaos. On top of working long hours of the day, you still gotta make time to go see both sides of the family because, they want to make sure that they see your family and how everyone's doing. But it was great. I spent time with my side of the family, my in-laws. My daughter enjoyed it really well. We took her to go see Santa. It's just a good time. I have my nephew come from up north with my sister. It's always a pleasure seeing them. It's just a good time, because it's like this is the time of the year where pretty much everyone gets together. So it's good to catch up on things, and just hearing just good news about the family and, man. And the cushion on this is excellent too. Like this shaving cream goes on very thick, nice and creamy. Really digging this razor, but it won't be part of my hardware of 2017 because I literally just got this like a few days before Christmas. So I'm not saying that it wouldn't warrant a spot in my rotation, but I haven't spent enough time with it to have it in my lineup of razors. And I have quite a few. I have a lot of razors, so. But I've narrowed it down to only 5 razors and 5 brushes for 2017. Same thing with the hardware. I don't want to do no more than 5 because 10, we all know that as avid wet shavers that we have a ton of software in the den and we really want to get through everything, but that's just never the case. We always reach for that one particular artisan of the year, or just in general of all time, that you know for a fact that you always go back to. So I only just kept everything at 5. So great second pass, we'll go for the third. Stay tuned. All right. Let me get a little bit more soap out of the bowl. Excellent. And when I tried looking at his Etsy page, and I really wanted to buy this soap, they were sold out. I know he told me that they got some in stock for a short period of time, but I was at work, and by the time I took like my little break, I went to go check it out and it was gone. But we'll be on the lookout. All right. Feel around these spots that I may have missed. All right, excellent. We'll rinse out. We'll go with the post. Stay tuned. All right, Alum Block. Always a good indicator. It tells you how well you shaved or how rough you did. And not really getting any bad feedback right now. Excellent. We'll go ahead, let that sit down for a second. So just to review the soap. Strike Gold Shave, Kennedy. Excellent soap, by the way. Got the little sample size going. We used our Omeko Boar brush. Still have enough lather for multiple passes. Lathered up in our Captain's Choice bowl. We used our PAA Prismatic. Excellent razor. For those of you who are looking into it, I recommend just giving it a try if you want to do something new. And then we're going to finish it up with the aftershave splash. So stay tuned. Excellent. All right, well, that pretty much wraps it up. So, Happy New Year's to everybody, and I hope everyone had a great holidays. Until then, take care.